Uh-oh, don't start that. I'm still live right here.
You back on, yeah.
I'm back on?
Whenever you click, yeah.
Don't start nothing, it won't be nothing.
Okay.
Come on, somebody.
You came back on.
I think that was social media.
It was?
Yeah, I think it was the reception that went out. Am I back on?
Yes.
Get back to my point. All right, the only thing that separates you from achieving what you want to achieve is your level of commitment to becoming the person you need to be to achieve what you want to achieve. So I want to achieve, or let me better phrase it, I am going to achieve, I am a billionaire. So for me to say I want to be a billionaire, for me to say I'm going to be a billionaire, for me to say I am a billionaire, even though I'm reaching into the future of what I want to be or what I'm becoming, what separates me from where I am to where I want to be is my level of commitment to becoming that person. How can I become that person? I have to learn certain principles. I have to abandon certain things that I've lived by. I've got to abandon certain relationships. I got to abandon certain circles. I got to abandon a certain mindset. I have to abandon things that I may have held on to that were truthful to me, that were actually working for me, but up to a certain point in my life. I've got to be willing to let that trash go, because it was a treasure yesterday and now it's a trash today. You know I'm telling the truth. You go to the store, you go buy groceries, right? You take the groceries home, you put them in the refrigerator, you put them in the pantry, and you cook these nice meals. Guess what all that is? All that's treasure. But once you eat, once you open the package, once you start throwing the little fragments of stuff you putting together away, that trash the next day that treasure that day has become trash the next day. So it's just some things you got to let go. It's some things you got to let go. I talk to so many people on a regular. And when I talk to them, I can just listen to the words that come out of their mouth. And I can almost predict that they're not going to succeed if they stay in that same mindset, because they have the wrong principles. And even if they have the right principles, they have them in theory, but not in reality. They're not living them out because their minds and their lives are filled with people, places, and things that have filled up their trash can. So prospering in a pandemic requires principles. Number two, prospering in a pandemic requires practices. What do you mean practices? Well, here's what practice means. It means executing principles through daily habits over time. So practices are based on me executing principles as habits daily over time. So that means now that I abandon all this wrong stuff, stop listening to people who just don't even know what they're talking about. Think about the people you take advice from when it comes to money. People you take advice from when it comes to business. People you take advice from when it comes to success and winning in certain areas, and they're losing in those areas. They have no idea how to succeed in areas that they're trying to give you information on. And if you adopt that information, if you acquire that information, subconsciously you're going to apply it. So once you abandon that stuff, then and only then you could take the principles and connect them to practices, which means I can wake up every day and I can implement these financial practices. That means I can discipline myself to save money. That means I can discipline myself to minimize my expenses. That means I can discipline myself to increase my income. That means I can discipline myself to make sure that my schedule is not overwhelmed with doing other things that's taking all my energy when I can use that energy to build my business, to sell products, to provide the best services, to really get out in the marketplace and make something happen. Even if it's a ministry or a nonprofit, guess what? You still have the capacity when you're open, not when you're full. You have the capacity to do what God has called you to do in ministry, to serve more people, to reach more people, to help more people, to bless more people, to preach and prophesy and pray for more people. You're not going to have the capacity to do that when you're overwhelmed with things that worked yesterday but do not fit the context of your life today. So the second requirement to prospering in a pandemic is practices. Now you got to be willing to put it to practice every day. We getting ready to host in a couple weeks, almost 2 weeks from now, we're getting ready to host Saturday, May 15th, business coaching mastermind right here in our headquarters. Now, this business coaching mastermind is a 9-hour coaching program. If you are a part of our coaching program, we're giving you a free VIP pass and we're giving you 5 free vouchers. So basically, we're giving you $600 worth of value to bring you and 5 other people with you if you're a part of our coaching program. But if you're not a part of our coaching program, you can join us on Saturday, May 15th at 1 p.m. right here in our Buckhead headquarters for our business coaching mastermind. Now, one of the reasons why I'm bringing that up is because there are some things that I'm going to be sharing during this business coaching mastermind that I know when I get into the details of it, it's going to blow the minds of the coaching clients and members of our program that will be there, because my whole company, I put my whole company on a exclusive coaching program. And I'm not talking about our coaching program. What I'm saying is I connected with one of the biggest sales and marketing gurus and leaders of our generation and paid for one of their top tier coaching and mentoring and training programs, only to put my company on to show my clients and to show my customers and to show my followers that I'm not just on here preaching, telling everybody else, oh, you need a consultant, oh, you need a coach, oh, you need to be trained, but I'm not eating the same food that I'm serving. Well, if I'm preaching it, I should be able to live it and show receipts for it. I'm bringing that up to you to show you that these are practices based on principles. So if I'm gonna live by these principles, I gotta practice it. How did I practice it? Well, I went out there and paid tens of thousands of dollars for a program for my company. So that while we're coaching people, while we're consulting people, while we rah-rahing on Facebook and YouTube and social media lives talking about you need to get in on what we're giving you, we're actually doing it ourselves every day. And so every day of the week, 7 days a week, I am participating in the same types of principles that I'm preaching to you, to show an example that you can't just have the principle if you don't have the practice. And if you have principles and not practice, it's because you're full of garbage, you're full of trash that you need to abandon. Then insert the principles so that you can execute them consistently every day over time. Did we have a question?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The third requirement for prospering in a pandemic is pivots. This is going to be big. Even in our mastermind, I'm going to be talking about this a lot because some people are stuck. Some people are stuck in a vertical or in a sphere of influence that they should have pivoted from. There are some people I know right now that are stuck in doing certain things that they should have been left. They should have been stopped doing it, but they didn't know how to pivot. Even me, I resigned after 12 and a half years of pastoring. I resigned as a pastor. My wife was my executive pastor for 12 and a half years. Okay? After 12 and a half years, I knew the Lord was instructing me and releasing me to resign from behind the pulpit, even though the whole time I was pastoring, my wife and I was running a business. Even though the whole time I was preaching every week and prophesying and teaching and training people in the church, I was in the business world, in the marketplace, my wife and I building a successful business. But God brought me to a pivotal point. It was a pivotal point. It was a point that I had to make a decision to be obedient to principles and practices that I lived by. So in order for me to go in front of the tribe that I lead, in order for me to go in front of the people that follow me, in order for me to go into the future and bring a generation, a demographic, a tribe of people with me, I had to pivot out of one position and pivot into a new position. because I wouldn't be here talking to you right now about economics, about finances, about starting and structuring and scaling businesses and ministries. I probably wouldn't even be having this conversation with you Monday through Friday. I probably wouldn't be consulting and coaching and training on business and finances as much as I am if I did not pivot from one vein into a greater vein. That's what the pivot is about. And some of you right now, you're stuck on a job and you know it's time for you to pivot, but you don't know how to pivot. You know why? Because you don't have the right information, principles. And if you don't have the right information, you can't build a muscle through daily practices, which means you never get to pivot. So I want to challenge you today. Go back, revisit this whole show, get it in your system, get it in your spirit, and figure out what information do I need to abandon? And where can I find new information? Even if the information is not with Ramonepreston University, even if it's not through our coaching or consulting services, you need to find a vehicle. You need to find a voice. You need to find the message that resonates with where you know you're going financially, in business and ministry, in your success. And when you find that, you connect to it. And then now that you've abandoned the old information, you can embrace the new information. You can acquire and adopt and apply new information. And then you can start practicing it little by little, nuggets by nuggets, snippets by snippets. Every day, start applying these itty bitty consistent truths that become a world of principles for you. And then as you begin to apply them, guess what happens? You're able to make the necessary pivots, which could probably take you off that job into a better job or into your business. Or if you have a business, you can go from having a side hustle to a legitimate business system. You can go from doing everything yourself in your business to hiring 5 or 6 people. How does that happen? Through that required process: principles, practices, and pivots. So I want to encourage you to do that. For those of you that would like to be a part of our upcoming business coaching mastermind, if you want to just join me in a group of coaching clients and 5, 6, soon to be 7-figure earners, I know I am. If you want to get in that ecosystem and really learn things that are really going to help shape your ideals and your promises, your prophecies of getting to the next level and starting a real sustainable business, I want you to join me. You can go to Ramonepreston.com/mastermind. Ramonepreston.com/mastermind. That is in the comments. And you can sign up to join me and a host of other amazing people for our upcoming business coaching mastermind. All right? You could do that. Also, if you would like to be a part of our 1-year business coaching program, we are providing a 1-year business coaching program really to help flesh out all your goals, everything that you want to achieve. We show you how to start, structure, and scale your business or your organization, whether it's 1 business or 12 businesses. We show you how to start it properly, how to structure it, and how to scale it. We show you how to package your products and services, how to take your ideas and concepts and drop them in there as products and services. We help you in pricing them so that you can introduce them to the market. And we use this 1-year business coaching program to provide 52 weeks of touch points to keep you on course, to keep you on pace. When you join this 1-year business coaching program, there are a few benefits that you get. The first benefit is we offer you a 24-month payment plan. So we give you 24 months to pay off a 12-month program. That's how easy it is for you to be a part of it, all right? The second benefit or bonus that we provide is we give you 1 year free access to our online university program called the Blueprint Game Plan. It is our educational training platform for financial literacy, entrepreneurship, starting a holding company, all the tutorials, all the lessons, all the documents and the forms on how to start a business from beginning to end and integrate finances and economics and investing into it. You get all that 1 year free. The next benefit or bonus is we host quarterly masterminds that are typically $99 per person. We give you access to all 4 of our masterminds within a year. That's 1 a quarter. We give you 5 free vouchers, at least for this one. I don't know if I'm gonna have room for the next one, but for this one, you get 5 free extra vouchers where you can bring team members, volunteers, whoever it is that's a part of your squad, you can bring with you. And so we give you all of that, plus you have virtual training assignments through this 52-week program. You have one-on-one coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching calls. You have group coaching masterminds. You have homework assignments. There's a lot that goes into this 52 weeks to see to it that you succeed. Or you can just elect to take part in our Blueprint Game Plan program outside of the coaching, whatever it is that you feel best meets your criteria. Or if you don't know and you just need to get more information on what our coaching program is about, what our Blueprint Game Plan is about, what the mastermind is about, what our consulting services are about. If you want more information on it, feel free to just reach out to me today. You can text the word coaching, you could text the word consulting, you could text the word blueprint, or you could just text I want to know more to 404-478-7213. All that information is in the comments. We're here at the office today. We'll be more than happy to share with you more information. We will be more than happy to give you the best advice and wisdom that you need on what you want to do and where you want to succeed. So feel free to reach out to us. We're also in the process of relocating to the other side of this building. We are going to have us a whole suite, a whole wing, and we're excited about it. So we love y'all, and we look forward to bringing you more value tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon. Be sure to tell Lolly Dolly everybody. Prophet Ramonepreston, the Ramonepreston Show is here live Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, to give you what you need to get to your next level. I love you.